is up, Rezlife? Here we are again at Rezlife Live. We are so glad that you decided to join us. Remember, the reason that we're doing this is to have fun, to hang out with you all, and so make sure that you participate in the chat. If you want to be entered into one of the drawings that you can win for the prize, make sure you put !enter in the chat. That way we know who really wants to win a prize and who really doesn't. But there'll be tons of times for you to chat over there. Once again, last week was so funny. Funny. It was funny. It was indubitably great. I don't know what I'm saying. People keep suggesting words to me in the chat, so maybe next week if you want me to try to put something in, I'll try. So Hank, good to see you. Thanks for helping us out and putting this in. This was a good time. Do you remember last week we had a game? There was like solo cups and like balloons, and Lauren dominated Nick, which is no surprise because Lauren is very, very competitive. So she won that game, but we asked you to submit us videos of you playing the game, and so we only had one. So he'll be the winner, but here he is, Jaden, playing the game. All right, so Jaden, maybe not your best skill set, but I appreciate your courage and enter it in. I think you had 3 in 20 seconds. Lauren, I believe you had 9. Is that right, Lauren? Lauren had 9, so I'm not sure if she's like a robot or something like that, but she dominated that game. But anyways, Jaden, you win Grubhub, all right? So make sure that you email us, reslifeleewood@core.org, and we'll get you your Grubhub. So here's the deal. Next week, we're going to be talking about dads and doing silly things about dads, like dad jokes. So please send us your ideas for dad jokes on Instagram or to that email or however. If you want to send like a pigeon with like your dad joke, we would love to see it, okay? And we'll try to include those in next week's Rezlife Live. But we really want you to be a part of what we do here, so send those things in. Speaking of being a part, I've met this new guy that's super hilarious. He like has been around Rezlife and Youth Front and all that type for a whole while. But we're going to introduce him now, but we're going to do it in game fashion, okay? So this game is excellent. So roll that excellent footage.
Which comes first, the chicken or the egg? What day of the week do eggs hate? How many rotten eggs does it take to make a stink bomb? What do you call alien eggs? That's an excellent question.
So welcome, this is Kinsey.
How's it going?
And Kinsey is sitting here laughing at my video I made in my kitchen about eggs. So here's the deal. I have lots of eggs because I have a farm, right? And so I brought them.
Well,
I brought them to share. And what this game is that we'll ask questions of each other.
Okay.
And after you answer the question,
all right,
we'll smash them on our head.
Get that off here then.
True. But here's the deal. Like a good
Should I
chunk
put
of
the
them.
hat back
Like,
on?
I mean, maybe. I mean,
Okay.
it's risky. A good chunk of them are hard-boiled.
Okay.
But there's a few that aren't.
Okay.
So you get to choose what goes on. But also you're the guest. So would you like to answer a question first or ask a question?
I'll answer.
Your
I'll
answer
first, yeah.
I like your courage.
I'll answer first. I
like your courage.
You know?
This is good. All right.
You gotta answer first.
So here's the thing. Like, someone introduced me to you a few weeks ago, and they told me you're a comedian.
Yes, I am. I am a comedian.
Tell me about this.
Okay, great. Because you didn't actually say a question at first, so I was like, how do I say that? But
you're a comedian. There you go.
You got there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a comedian. I make goofs and jokes.
Yeah.
People sometimes laugh at them. And one time they even gave me money after I said the jokes.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
You know you're not getting paid for being here, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
I tried.
You know,
they
church
just wouldn't do it.
Budgets, COVID,
right,
you know, that type of stuff.
You know,
all right, very good. So pick an egg here.
Okay. I'm doing this one.
Okay, good choice. Solid choice. Ready? Go, good.
Okay.
Okay, solid.
It's a little wet,
You know,
but that's just because eggs.
That's just like, you know what we forgot was our trash can.
That's fine, we don't need it.
Somebody help us out
I don't
with
need
the
a trash can. I'll eat it. Oh.
No, we just have dead eggs on the table. This is fantastic.
Aren't all eggs dead?
Well,
Well,
once you cook them.
that one hatched earlier. I saw that.
All right, your turn to ask me a question.
Okay. I've heard that you are in a band.
I was.
You were in a
I
rock
was.
band.
Yeah.
Flips, guitar spins, the whole deal. I can only assume. Headbanging.
There was a lot of headbanging.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
What was your favorite city to tour in, and why
yeah.
is it Kansas City?
It's not Kansas City.
Overland Park.
It's not. In fact, what they say about bands is that you're actually way more welcome outside of your city. I don't know why that is, which is kind of. But my favorite city was this town called Menominee, Wisconsin.
I love Menominee.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you know this place? They are like the friendliest people, and like we just had a great time in Menominee, Wisconsin. Look it up. They have festivals there all the time.
Sounds like a great place.
All right, next question.
Hit me with it.
Kansas City. If someone was to make you move out of Kansas City, what food would you miss the most?
I gotta say barbecue, right? I gotta say barbecue. It can't not be barbecue. I mean, a Z-Man.
Yeah.
From Joe's KC.
Right.
It's number one.
Right.
Nothing better.
One of my friends earlier told me that they have like a mushroom Z-Man, which I feel like you're missing it. But like, I mean, anything with barbecue sauce is better.
I mean, yeah, cheese on it. Who wouldn't love that?
I think
you never crushed an egg on your head. I just realized that. You tried to
I tried
jinx
to pull one.
me.
I tried to pull one over.
To
I was
skip
worried
one
about the
out on
trash can, and
Right.
so I'm gonna smash one, and you're gonna smash one.
Okay,
right?
great.
Okay,
I'll
ready?
choose this guy.
Okay, ready?
All
Ready?
right.
Here we go. You're right.
All
They're
right.
wet.
They are a little wet.
They're
Ready?
wet. Yeah.
Oh. No, that's good. That was good. That was a good one right there.
It flew past you. Like if we would have a board there,
And
there'd
there's
be like
still a lot on my head
yeah, that's not coming off.
We could make a cake with this up here, man.
Anytime soon. The ginger cake.
Fluff my hair.
Okay, all right, your turn. Ask me.
Okay. I see these eggs have poop on them.
Maybe?
Yeah, and are they from your farm?
Yes, they are.
And
it's budget, man. You
yeah, I
gotta
get
say
it. Yeah, you got
Just
to.
wipe
In my eye a little bit. That's fine. We do it for you guys.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Okay, question about the farm.
Yeah. What is it like having a farm?
Well, there's poop on your eggs,
right?
But on
your shoes,
and your shoes,
probably sometimes your hands.
But it's nice just to be out and away from everybody. So like when
Right.
the whole COVID thing came, it was great because it's like I didn't have to worry about zombies.
Right. You were. It's true. They don't want farm stuff. They want humans.
Right. Well, and it's just a long walk. It's just a long walk.
That.
So all right, did I pick? This is mine,
That's
right?
yours,
My
yeah.
turn. Okay.
You got
okay.
it. Oh gosh, I'm so mad.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Last question for you.
All right.
Last question. You know that we go to Youth Front.
I do
we
know
did
that
it
you
this
go to
summer,
Youth Front.
but he's like rearranging the.
I'm
eggs
trying
here.
to like maybe
Trying
I
to
can
find
like.
trying to find. Is that a good one?
I don't know.
I don't think it is.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, so tell us, you worked at Youth Front.
I did.
What's your favorite thing about working at Youth Front?
Favorite thing working at Youth Front was foosball. To be honest, I loved foosball.
Are you good at it?
I'm super good at foosball.
I guess people
and
that
I will
aren't good
take
don't play.
any of you punks. Okay.
Challenge on.
Because they can totally challenge me right now with everything
Online
going on.
foosball?
I don't think that's
I
real.
don't think that works.
No, I love foosball. But I do remember this one time a kid from Church of the Resurrection actually.
Of course.
Caught a fish. Okay. A big old grass carp.
Okay.
Huge.
Yeah.
Caught it, and then he started walking up to our cabin with it. And he was small. Like he was like
he was
holding
gonna
that guy.
keep it?
Like he was gonna try to keep it because he's like, oh, it's so big, I should keep this thing. And I was like, no, you need to put that back in the lake.
Yeah.
I got all of his friends to turn on him. It's
yeah.
really easy.
Well, that's a camp thing.
Right, it's a camp thing. And then they all turn on. We got him to put it back in the lake, but he was bummed. He was like gonna eat it. I don't know. It was crazy though.
Oh my
Well, we got
gosh.
him to stop. We got him to put it back.
Don't bring fish home from camp. All right.
I'm gonna do this.
Your turn. Do
Okay,
it,
ready?
do
One,
it, yeah.
two. Yeah, no, that's what I needed.
Oh my gosh.
Just wake me up in the
Oh
middle
my
of the
gosh.
day. A good old.
Okay, so but producers are saying no more, like we're out of time. Is
I
that
don't
right,
see
guys?
that.
We're out of time, so I don't have to answer another question.
okay.
So, all right. Anyways, so last week we talked about maybe renting out the student center, and so we approached Airbnb. So check it out. Hi guys, I'm Arnold. I'm your local Airbnb expert. And if you want anything great to happen in Airbnb here, I'm your guy. So the Student Center has had nothing going on for like 20 bazillion years, COVID and everything. So I'm here to help you guys make a little extra cash by renting it out. So let's check out the Student Center for all of its amenities. Spacious studio apartment.
3 king-size beds. A fully stocked kitchen full of candy and soda, everything the good teenage body needs. Balcony with a gorgeous view. So much room for activities. A state-of-the-art fitness facility with a rock climbing wall. A plethora of workspaces, like here, or here, or here, or here, or here.
The Student Center isn't actually for rent. Please do not call Pastor Adam or the Rezlife staff. They will not help you get into the Student Center, or rent the Student Center, or hang out in the Student Center. Thanks for applying.
Oh my goodness. Like, I was running around trying to find a towel to clean off my hand. I don't know how Kenzie's gonna get all that off his head. But anyways, glad to have you back. You can't actually rent the Airbnb, but we can't wait to have you back in this space so that we can have fun here. So remember last week we played a game and you could, like, in the chat put your answers and you could win things. So last week they won Grubhub. So you have a chance to win this week. The game's a little bit different. It's called Pixelate. You guys are familiar with this. We have a picture that you really can't see because it's all pixelated out. But you're gonna guess in the chat what you think it is. The first person to get it right will win a prize. We're gonna have a couple rounds at this, so don't give up. Stay on board. You'll have another chance if you don't know what it is this time. But here it is. Here's our first clue. Yeah, good luck. Good luck with that one. I mean, I'm not real sure. I'm sure what that is, you know? That looks like just really weird impressionist art. So good luck with that. Put your answers in the chat. We will give out a prize for those that guess it right. But we want to continue with our top 5. So roll it. All right, so here in my hand, I hold the list for the top 5. And today we're gonna do the top 5 dogs of quarantine. Everybody loves dogs, right? So let's jump right into it. The top number 5 dog of quarantine from Madison, the city, a finalist for Rescue Dog Hero Contest. Look at this dog. It has like the cute little Yoda flop over ears, so adorable. I mean, I need to go to Madison, Wisconsin to see this dog. I mean, and it's like the home of cheese, like all things cheese. If you want cheese, you go to Madison, Wisconsin, and you eat all the cheese, and then you probably end up constipated because you ate all the cheese. But then you've got this cute rescue dog that can help you out. So let's all go to Madison and see the dog and eat some cheese. Number 4 dog of quarantine. Meet the dog heroes that have been keeping the NHS staff and key workers company during the lockdown. I mean, this dog like would keep you safe because that's what it's trained for, but like it's like saving my heart from sadness. Like, look how cute this thing is. Like, look at the ruff around his neck. I just want to squeeze it. I don't know what kind of dog that is, but I gotta get one because I just want to cuddle with it when I go to sleep each night. Like, well done, dog. Good job, God, for making dogs. All right, number 3. New hero takes job of Rusty, the glasses wearing therapy dog. So here's the deal. Like, I knew this photo was coming, and I melted because it's so stinking adorable. And because of that, I didn't wear my glasses. Because how do I compete with that? I mean, look at that dog. Like, he's got cute red glasses. And so I didn't wear my glasses today, which made driving really, really challenging to work. But everything's safe. I made it all right. Maybe I'll have my wife drive the glasses up here because I'm not sure how I'm gonna do getting home in the dark. But anyways, the Rusty, the glasses wearing therapy dog is number 3. On to number 2. All right, now this dog, I mean, semifinalist in the 2020 American Humane Hero Dog Awards. I mean, let's forget the dog awards. I think this dog should win like the Humane Award. Like, look at this thing. Like, I think it could take on anything that was thrown at it. Like, do they have like Nobel Peace Prize awards for the dog? Because I think this dog would like take the cake, protecting and securing the peace. Well done, dog. All right, here we go. Number 1. All the dogs. The number 1 is all the dogs. Because who doesn't love dogs? Let me tell you this, cat people. If you think that cats are the best thing, you're wrong. I'm sorry, you're wrong. Dogs are the best. Look at all those cute faces, all the personalities, all the fun you can have with a dog. You can't do that with a cat. And all these things that are going on with the world, we should know right now that we can change our mind about things. And cat people, you can change your mind. Dogs are number one. Anyways, that's our top 5. Thanks for listening. Now we're on to our friend Nick, who has made another fantastic music video for us. You'll know this one. You can sing along. I want to hear you from your homes. Sing along to this song. Take it away, Nick.
Help, I need somebody. Help, not just anybody. Help, you know I need someone. Help. When I was younger, so much younger than today, I never needed anybody's help in any way. But now these days are gone, I'm not so self-assured. Now I find I changed my mind, I've opened up the doors. Help me if you can, I'm feeling down, and I do appreciate you being around. Help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please, please help me? And now my life has changed in oh so many ways. My independence seems to vanish in the haze. But every now and then I feel so insecure. I know that I just need you like I've never done before. Help me if you can, I'm feeling down, and I do appreciate you being around. Help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please, please help me? When I was younger, so much younger than today, I never needed anybody's help in any way. But now these days are gone, I'm not so self-assured. Now I find I've changed my mind, I've opened up the doors. Help me if you can, I'm feeling down, and I do appreciate you being around. Help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please, please help me, help me, help me.
What in the world, Nick? That was fantastic. Like you were eating the banana phone at the end. Listen, like music is one of the best gifts that God gives us, and I'm so excited we have Nick that's being creative and help us enjoy those things. So once again, thanks, Nick. Well done. If you have songs that you think Nick should do, send them over. Write them in the chat. We'd love to know, and we'll get right on producing those for you. At this moment, I get to introduce our next guest. I'm so excited. Will you give us a big, huge round of applause from your home for our friend, Pastor Shannon Green. Woo! Yeah! Awesome. Welcome, Shannon.
Hey,
Isn't it great to have this huge crowd just screaming for you?
So great.
So good. I mean, it's overwhelming sometimes.
But I
It's
do miss
overwhelming.
all of our students.
I
I know they're watching at
do.
home, but I can't wait till we have
know.
this place filled up with their faces again.
I know. But I'm glad we get to do this. How cool is the church supports
this
us
is
in
fun.
this?
This is good.
All right, Shannon, so you're our confirmation director.
I am.
And it's just been a crazy time during COVID, but your life has changed a lot. Like, tell us about something new.
Right. So we, as a church, we went into lockdown, and we canceled all of our in-person activities. And actually, that very same week, my husband and I became foster parents to a 5-year-old little girl. And so our lives kind of went upside down in two very dramatic ways where, we're living in this quarantine life and we're becoming parents for the very first time, literally the exact same week. It was like March 13th.
Oh my gosh. Like, let's just turn everything upside down.
Let's just dive in head first all at the same time.
Well, I know it's been a challenge for you, but I also know you guys have done great. But you have worked really long and hard for this dream of being a foster parent.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like they just give you a kid. Like, you have to go through like classes and training. It was like a several month process leading up
So
to
everything's drive-through now, but foster kids just not drive.
No, like
okay,
you still have
okay.
to do the work for it.
Well, bless you. I know that she's very lucky to have you as a
Yeah,
foster
and
parent.
like you guys don't know this, but she actually is a huge fangirl of Todd. So like, we've been all online and we've been doing these videos and, Sunday Gathering and Rezlife online. And so like, she watches them at home, like with you guys, she's watching them too. And for whatever reason, she just is fascinated by Todd.
Yeah,
And like
she
even
should be.
like when we have work calls, she's like, oh my gosh, is that Todd? Is that Todd? And so like they FaceTime, they like send each other videos. Like she is like Todd's best friend.
Hey, listen, everybody needs a cheerleader in their life, and mine just happens to be a 5-year-old.
Yeah,
so that's awesome.
you're a hit with the preschool
All right,
crowd.
so tell me, what's your favorite thing that you've been doing with your daughter?
So one of the things that we've been doing, and it's been really great to like kind of help get into a routine and set a structure, is every night we do story time with her. So either me or my husband or both of us, we read her books before bed. And
Cool.
it's probably right about that time right now back at home. So if you're watching, Randy.
Shout out.
So me and Randy are big readers, and we want to instill that love of reading into her as well. So I actually brought some of her favorite books with me tonight.
Yeah.
So, every night we read her a book, so sometimes it's a classic like Green Eggs and Ham, Dr. Seuss, always a favorite, or The Little Engine That Could. This was one of my favorite books as a kid growing up. My mom actually sent us this copy. She actually likes some of the more modern ones. So like Pinkalicious is a big hit. This is a PBS show, but they also have like a book series that goes along with it. And she's like this little girl that gets into all sorts of like shenanigans. But My Little Pony is
Classic.
the #1 favorite. And she has us read the My Little Pony books over and over and over again.
Wow.
But
awesome.
Actually, Todd, I have a story I'd like to share with you and you all tonight. Is that okay?
I mean, sure.
Yeah, I brought
are you
some
ready?
props.
You brought props. I love props.
I brought a felt
I love
board.
props.
All right, let's do
All right,
this.
let's do this. You ready? Story time with Shannon.
So most stories begin with the words, once upon a time in a land far, far away. But our story tonight actually begins with the words, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Look how beautiful it was. Everything was green and glorious and beautiful. There's these fish, and they're so happy, and there's these lions, and they're so happy. And it was just beautiful. In fact, the Bible says that God created the world and said it was good. But it wasn't quite perfect, because God wasn't done creating yet. Just wait, there's more. Because God created humans. Humans were the very pinnacle of God's great creation, because when God created humans, God then said, it is very good. And then God rested from creation. And for a while, everything was beautiful. Creation and humanity and God lived in perfect harmony together. There was peace and there was harmony. Everything was just like God wanted it to be. But then, of course, humans had to go and mess things up, like humans do. I mean, just look at these guys. I don't know if the camera can like zoom in on their faces or whatever, but they just look dopey. Like they're gonna go and mess things up like humans do. Because humans chose selfishness, and humans chose their own way instead of the beautiful way of love that God had created. Now, with our 5-year-old daughter, we say that she makes bad decisions. And we might say to her, honey, you're a good girl, but you made a bad decision. You made a bad choice, and now you must live with the consequences of your bad decision. In the story of God, we call those bad decisions sin. And the consequences of sin is that this beautiful world that God created now had brokenness entered into it. And there was brokenness in the relationship between humans and one another. And there was brokenness in the relationship between humans and the created world. And there was brokenness entered into the relationship between humans and God. And there was no longer harmony and peace and unity like there was before. You can see the consequences of sin all around us. I mean, it's not hard to look around our world today and see that humans continue to choose selfishness and greed and hate and pride instead of love. You see that when humans choose racism. You see that when humans choose hate. You see that when humans choose their own ways instead of the ways of God. And that continues on throughout the ages. And as the generations went on, humans continued to choose their own way. I mean, look at this guy. He's like super angry. He's like, I don't know what's wrong. I'm just mad. And this like evil king, he's like, I'm so evil. I'm an evil king. Join us for middle school Bible study. We're going to be talking about evil kings. This guy, he's just like falling. He's like, I'm falling, and I'm just evil, and I don't know what's happening, and I keep choosing my own way instead of God's way. And this continues for a long time. And so finally, God says, I am going to come to earth myself. And so God does come to earth in the form of a little human baby named Jesus. Now, this little baby is white because that's all that the Bible bookstore had. I don't think Jesus was probably actually white, but sorry, that's what we're working with tonight, is flannel graph. And Jesus was born in Bethlehem to a human teenager named Mary and was placed in a feeding trough for animals. But this little human baby, who was also God, grew up to become Jesus. And Jesus taught people what it was to live into this beautiful way of love that God had originally created. He also talked a lot about food. He gave people loaves and fishes, and he said, I'm the bread of life. And food was a big part of what Jesus did, and I'm all about that. I love the food. So Jesus came to show us what it was to live into this great and beautiful plan that God had originally created. And said, we don't have to live in this way of choosing brokenness anymore because there is a better way to live. But people didn't like that because it was kind of radical. It was kind of a radical way of thinking. And they ended up killing him. They ended up murdering him on a Roman cross. So you might think that that is the end of the story of God. But the good news is that it wasn't, because 3 days later, Jesus rose again. He rose from the tomb. And now we ourselves are actually invited into this great big story. Because that's the beautiful thing about good stories, is that they're more than just their plot, they're more than just their characters, but the best stories actually invite us in and invite us to become a part of the story ourselves. And that's what the story of God is all about. So when you see the brokenness in the world, the brokenness that is caused by sin, the brokenness that is caused by human selfishness, Jesus shows us that there's a different way to live. And Jesus invites us to live into that way, wherever you're at now, that you can choose to live into this way that God originally created. In big ways and small ways, by choosing kindness and justice and compassion and love. So I'm the confirmation director, and part of this is a plug for what I get to do. And our theme for confirmation is the story of God. So part of what we do is we learn what this great, big, grand story is all about. But the bigger part of what we do is we get to invite you in to be a part of the story of God. And we get to discover what this invitation is all about. So if you're going to 8th grade, registration is open now, and we would love for you to join us. And if you've already been through confirmation and you want to be a junior mentor, you are welcome to invite us as well. But either way, we all have a part to play in the story of God. And that's what Jesus' invitation is to us. Let's bow our heads and pray. Creator God, Lord Jesus, thank you for inviting us in to your great, big, beautiful story. Thank you for showing us that there is a better way, that we do not have to live into brokenness anymore, that we do not have to live into greed and pride and sin and racism and hate and anger, but that you have shown us that there is a better way to live, that we can live in such a way where we love you and we love others, and we can choose to walk humbly with you, to choose justice, to choose mercy. God, we ask that you would continue to invite us into this story in big and small ways each and every single day. We love you, and we thank you for all that you've done for us. Amen.
All right. Thank you, Shannon. I appreciate it. I didn't even know that they still had flannel graphs around.
You can get them.
I didn't even know that was a thing. I mean, this was like the 1950s. I came back. So thanks for making it fun for us and tell us about story. I want to give a shout out to a few people that are watching online. Caden, Grace, Wesley, Maggie, great to have you here. We miss your faces so much, but this is as close as we can get right now. So glad that you're here. Shannon, we actually are live. I think some people don't realize that, and I messed up. I messed up in our live process. I forgot like the second chance to do the pixelate.
Oh, no.
So we're gonna skip straight to the third so people have a chance to guess. So here's our game, you ready? Pixelate, show the third one. So it's a little bit, way more clear. The first one you had no chance. So if you think you know what that is, make sure that you guess it in the chat. And those that guess it correctly will be the first ones. The first one that guess it correctly will win our prize. Speaking of prizes, we're gonna play another game. I don't know if you guys remember the game that you used to pass around like all over the place. It was called Catchphrase. And so I'm inviting my friends back on stage to join us to play the game Catchphrase, but they're wearing goofy outfits. And we're gonna bring our friend Kinsey back on to be the game host for this. So as I throw it over to Kinsey, he's short of breath. Take it away, Kinsey.
Man, I am out of breath, and it is embarrassing.
Running all over the place.
You know, you see me running. I have egg in my hair. You could scramble it at this point. It already is pretty scrambled. So here's what we're playing, guys. We're playing Catchphrase. Okay, if you don't know what Catchphrase is, you're gonna learn. Anyway, we have two teams that are going. Okay, we got the Slam Squad, Nick and Lauren. We got the Glam Squad, Taylor and Ashley. It's interesting that you're glam because you're wearing a lot of like dark colors, but you got the pom-poms.
Where's the hate coming from?
I'm just saying. I'm just like, it's interesting. They're the Slam Squad, which last time I thought about winners, I didn't think of like slamming necessarily, but look at all those 5K medals. Good job, guys. So we're gonna play Catchphrase.
I'm ready to win, guys. I'm ready to win.
Okay, Taylor's ready to win.
We are winners.
Taylor and Ashley are gonna be playing for, who are you guys playing for? Nicholas Bloor
Oh, Nicholas Bloor.
and Lauren Humphrey.
Lauren Humphrey. We got you.
And Nick and
We
Lauren,
got
you guys are playing for Jackson Crawley
Jackson.
and GD
Winners.
Mayman.
We got you too.
Hey, you know who you are. So we're gonna give this out to you guys. I'm gonna give this to you. You're gonna start playing. From there, you are going to try and get your partner to guess the word that you are trying to say. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Are you sure?
I was
Okay,
born
I'm gonna
ready.
give you a
Let's go.
countdown. Okay.
Yep.
In just a second, I gotta pull up my timer to make sure that it's all legal and fair. You know, I don't want you guys cheating.
Come on, I'm ready.
Okay, ready?
Little dance going, Taylor.
You guys are going in 3.
Chicken lays it.
Egg.
Oh my gosh. Your favorite color? Pink. Yes.
Okay.
Lipstick, mascara,
Makeup.
eyeliner.
Okay. Okay.
My favorite sport? Basketball.
Nice. Wow. You guys.
You wear this when you
You're
win a
hustling.
race.
A medal.
What?
Okay,
You
your
don't wear a
favorite food
medal in a
ever,
race.
ever, in life. My favorite
Yes,
food?
your favorite food.
Spaghetti. Yes.
Okay.
A movie it looks like they're from.
Man, done. Okay, 1 point to Ashley and Taylor.
I don't deserve
the Glam
that.
Squad. Okay. All right.
Good try.
Is it my turn?
It's your
again?
turn. It's your turn.
I'm
Ready? 3,
refocused. Let's go.
2, 1, go.
You have a dog of this breed.
Dachshund.
Oh.
That was Dashin.
Hey, a food you eat in the summer that melts.
Spaghetti.
Ice cream. Close. No, you were there. I was with it.
Come on.
Your favorite place in the
Tyrannosaurus
student
Rex.
center.
What?
Your favorite place in the student center.
Favorite
The
one.
cafe.
No.
No.
Try again.
Right here?
Yes.
That's not a thing. My favorite color.
Green.
Yes.
Man.
Oh.
Air high five. Make it crisp.
It's still going.
It's all right. We'll come back. You
Okay,
don't even
guys.
know what this feels
All right,
Right
we're
here.
ready.
Ready?
We're ready
3,
to win this
2,
thing.
1, go.
What are these?
Pom-poms.
I don't know if that's legal, but okay, we're moving on.
What are you sitting on?
Chair.
Oh my
Wow.
God.
Okay.
What'd you eat for lunch?
Salad.
What do you use to tie your shoes?
Your hands.
Hands.
Yeah. Laces.
What are two colors of the rainbow?
Orange and yellow.
Man. Ooh.
Yes.
Big bummer.
That was rigged.
Big bummer. One more round. One more round.
One more round?
Well, 2 more maybe, kind of depending on how this goes. We're gonna see, what happens here. If we have some big winners or some big losers. Or small losers. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, the best Rezlife staff member.
Me. I don't work here.
Barney.
Todd. It's Todd right away. Wow.
Favorite worship song ever.
How great is our God?
Good father. Oh,
It's not you.
It's not your turn. Don't help. Reckless love.
Yes.
oh my gosh. Worst worship song ever.
What?
Um,
Butterfly kisses.
Oceans.
Rough. Hillsong wrote that. A human being. Man.
Oh.
Yeah.
You guys are tied up. This is the last round right here.
Okay,
Tied it up.
Elbow bump.
grease is the word. Here we go.
Ready, set, go.
Your favorite Bible verse.
Your favorite Bible version.
Jeremiah 29:11. NRSVCB.
It's our turn.
Wow.
What are you wearing on your face?
Glasses.
Beard.
Beards.
What? I don't know how to describe this.
Cantaloupes.
What's your favorite car that Pastor Adam drives?
Convertible.
Yes.
Which kind, though? The Mustang,
Which
everyone.
kind?
Mustang. Mustang.
Oh, I already said that. So, done! Yay!
Oh my God!
She had it. They were both holding it. She had it. A little bit.
No, both of them.
Rock, paper, scissors for it right
We're all
now.
winners
Rock,
here.
paper, scissors. Oh. Oh! That means very obviously, guys, that Jackson, Crawley, and GD
There you
Mayman, you guys won. What did they
Got
win,
you.
Todd?
Oh, they win. What did they win?
A big ol'
They
smile.
win Starbucks. They win
You
Starbucks.
guys win Starbucks.
Everybody wins when somebody
So
wins
make sure
Starbucks.
that you email in.
Make sure you become friends with them
Right.
and make them take you there.
Right. All right, so here we are. We're at the end of what we're doing here. Winners from that game, make sure you email reslifeleewood@core.org and you can win those prizes. But we've got
That's
another
what you
prize to
do.
give away.
Okay, what is it?
So do you remember the Pixelate game that we had?
Yes.
So let's see that there. Let's see
see
that
it.
photo. That last one was really pixely.
I like that one.
That one we couldn't guess. But the next one, it was donuts.
It was donuts, guys.
So
It was donuts.
Look what we got.
Wait, what is the name of that company?
Hurtz Donut.
Hurtz Donut.
Ah, what a phrase. So we got Hurtz Donuts.
comedian.
So we're going to eat these. We're not going to give these to you. So
No,
this
I'm
is
gonna
our
eat all
dessert
of
after
those.
Rezlife
Yes.
Live. But
Amen.
make sure that you email us. It is Wesley Coates and Nicholas Bloor.
He won this game over
Oh,
here,
come
too.
on.
Wait, no,
double
wait.
winner.
No, he
The
lost that game over
He
there.
lost that
He
game.
lost
Nick,
that
you're
game.
always a winner in our heart, bro.
Except at that
so,
game, buddy.
So you're winning some donuts, man. We're so excited. So make sure you email reslifeleewood@core.org and you do that. So now it's time for announcements.
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 Throw 'em at me.
Okay, so first thing, Sunday gathering. Do you know we come
Boom.
back? We come back here.
On Sundays?
On Sunday.
As a church? Never
no,
heard of
not
that.
yet. Not
Oh,
yet. Not
okay.
yet. Like you
So
can't
don't come here.
Don't come to the building, but
Guys,
on YouTube.
don't
On
do it.
YouTube. Come to YouTube. We'll do Sunday gathering. It's way shorter. We would love to have you join us there. It's a good
love to
time.
have you.
And we're actually doing the Represent series. So like students are leading it.
That's so cool.
Very, very cool. After that,
Represent
Bible study.
yourself.
So high schoolers, we're doing Bible study, but guess what?
I love it.
They get to meet in person now
Whoa,
for high school Bible
schoolers,
study.
don't
High school
sneeze
Bible-
on each other, please.
Yeah. Hey, will you
Cannot stress that
will you
enough.
put that on for me?
I'd love to.
Middle schoolers, we're going to study the Kings, and so you're just getting wailed on today.
I know,
Eggs
I
and
am.
swords, and you're
It's
wearing
weird that
tiaras.
Right. It's weird you guys are studying the Kings since they're a basketball team.
Nobody knows about the Kings. Oh, man. California
Let's
kid.
go,
All right,
California.
so come from middle school, go to core.org and register for the Bible study stuff. Same thing, you can go there and register for confirmation.
Right, you got it. My father-in-law was a confirmation mentor.
Oh, I heard he was the best.
He was.
Hey, listen, y'all. The whole felt board thing, I promise, we're not going to do that again.
We're burning
okay?
it.
We're not burning things.
I didn't
There's
know.
a
I just went
fireplace
for
right
it.
there. You did. We won't do the felt board thing, but if you're 8th grade or above and you haven't done confirmation, we would love for you to join it. It's a great next step in faith for you to make those decisions on your own, not your parents. And then prayers. You can go, and we'd love to pray for you. So make sure you register. You can go to the link below in the description or go to core.org/students, and we would love to pray for you. And finally, next week is the Father's Day week.
That's a good week.
Are you okay with your father? You just mentioned it.
I know. I love
that was like a
my
massive
father-in-law,
size.
I was like, no, my dad's great.
Your dad's great. Okay, so we're going to do Father's Day things, but remember, we need your dad jokes. So send them in to us through Instagram.
I'll say 'em
through
like a real
Rezlife
comedian.
Leewood at core.org, through the chat thing. Send us your dad jokes.
Send your dad jokes.
Video yourself.
I'll say them if they want.
You'll say them. You'll deliver them.
If you're too scared
He's
to
a
say it,
professional comedian.
If you're too scared to say it, I'd love to say it for you.
So we've reached the end. We've done all we can do.
So let's just close
You
it
know
down.
what we have to do now?
Lights off?
We have to do now. Don't turn the lights off.
Keep the lights on. I'd say
because
turn
it
more
is
lights on.
time to dance.
Time to dance.
See y'all. Peace out.